You. Oh,
Sarah, try to get out and get in again. See if it works.
Nau mai ki Aotearoa ki te whenua ātāhua.
Welcome to the country that cares, where our ancestors navigated the ocean to seek new lands. It's a land where our history unites us. Welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand, the country forged by ingenuity.
Wow.
Welcome to a land that cares for us, because we care for her. Welcome to a country that continues to innovate with care. Where ancient wisdom has taught us, what is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. Welcome to the country where the landscape connects with you. Where we stand on ancient glaciers and golden beaches. Welcome to a country whose cities are alive. Welcome to a country where learning is embraced. And our manuhiri, our visitors, are welcomed. Partnerships are trusted.
And memories are never forgotten. Nau mai ki Aotearoa, New Tireni.
Welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Together, we can do amazing things.
Okay, so we've got the torture box here.
this is the start of the maturity.
Get a photo of that.
The easiest way to study abroad. Guys, You don't need to worry about finding information on studying abroad. AECC will provide all the information you need. AECC has been helping students from all around the world to realize their dreams of studying abroad and has industry partnerships and local know-how to help you get set up with things like banking, insurance, accommodation, and more.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I hope you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, please type on the chat box. But if not, please also type on the chat box so that I know if you guys can hear me clearly or not. Once again, good afternoon and welcome to our AECC with Education New Zealand live sessions that will be also joined by 6 leading universities from New Zealand. I believe that you guys are really excited to begin your study in New Zealand especially. And I believe that you guys are looking for the right information, or probably you guys are wondering which university should I choose, or why do I have to study in New Zealand instead of other countries? And if you are here, you came to the very right place. Thank you for sparing your time this afternoon with us. And before we begin the session, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Winda. I am from AECC Indonesia, one of the study abroad consultants here in Indonesia, and we are partnered with hundreds of universities all around the world, including New Zealand. I am delighted to be your guide through this enlightening journey this afternoon in the world of New Zealand education. And of course, I am not alone. As you can see through your screen, there are so many faces here. We have like someone from Education New Zealand and of course from New Zealand universities. And please allow me to introduce our speakers for today. So first thing first, I will be introducing from Education New Zealand. We will be joined by Miss Naluri Belawati, the market manager for Indonesia and Malaysia. Hello, Miss
Halo,
Naluri.
Kiora. Selamat siang.
Thank you. And now I will be introducing all of the universities that joined us today. I will begin with the University of Auckland. We will be joined by the international manager, which is Jennifer Roshan. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Okay, thank you. And from Massey University, we have the regional manager for Southeast Asia, Iadiza. Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Okay, and from the University of Lincoln, we will have Annie Go. Hi, Annie.
Selamat datang.
Selamat datang. Kia ora.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's Lincoln University from South Island of New Zealand. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Thank you. And of course, we will also have Sarah Ewing from the University of Otago. She's the regional market manager for Southeast Asia and Europe. Hi, Sarah.
Kia ora, selamat datang. Apologies, my video is not working, so you will get to see my profile picture, but thank you for joining us today.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. And we will also have Laura Hill from the University of Waikato. She's regional engagement lead for Southeast Asia and New Zealand. Hello, Laura.
Kia ora tato. Hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. I'm Laura. I'm based here in the city of Hamilton, the University of Waikato.
Thank you. And last but not the least, from the Auckland University of Technology, we will have the international market manager, Hope Pamtrong. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Hop, and I'm actually based in Vietnam. I think I'm the only regional based staff in the meeting today. So yeah, I'm representing Auckland University of Technology in Auckland, New Zealand. Looking for the Southeast Asia market. Looking forward to the discussion today with you guys.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for introducing yourself. So you guys will hear a lot from all of our amazing speakers today. But please don't forget, if you want to study in any of the university, we, AECC, here can help you to get your letter of offer, or probably you're preparing your scholarship. You want to study in any of this New Zealand university through Manaki scholarship or probably LPDP scholarship. Of course, we can help you. You can just check our social media or probably our Instagram at AECC Indonesia, and you can send us a direct message so that we can know how to contact you, or you can also leave check the chat box. Our details are provided there. And now, I think they are not patient enough to wait for what could they get from this session. So before we dive into the specifics of each university, I think we can hear from Education New Zealand first about the abundant opportunities available to us Indonesian students, what available in New Zealand. So please welcome the first speaker of this session, Naluri Belawati from Education New Zealand.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me just make it to slideshow. Halo semuanya, Kiora, selamat siang. Maybe it would be better for me to speak in bahasa. My name is Naluri from Education New Zealand. So first thing first, this is the phrase that I have just mentioned earlier, Kiora. Jadi kalau di New Zealand itu kita ada 3 official languages. Yang pertama itu of course English. The second one is New Zealand Sign Language, and then the third one is Maori language. So next time you are in New Zealand, don't forget to say this phrase every time you see our fellow Kiwis or fellow students, fellow friends, because it means hello, gitu ya. Untuk semuanya yang sudah tahu boleh type di chat atau di mana di Q&A box ya. Tulisan Kiora seperti itu. Nah, sedikit informasi aja tentang Education New Zealand untuk teman-teman supaya lebih familiar tentang siapa kita. Jadi kami memang perwakilan pemerintah New Zealand yang memang specifically khusus untuk building international education. So basically our main mandate is to promote New Zealand as a study destination. We also collaborate with government, for example, government of Indonesia, as well as the universities. Today also we collaborate with one of our agent partners gitu ya. Saya sendiri hanya satu-satunya perwakilan pemerintah New Zealand yang ada di Indonesia untuk Education New Zealand dan based di New Zealand Embassy. Nah, untuk teman-teman yang datang ke sini hari ini mungkin sudah tahu tentang New Zealand, tapi for those who are not familiar with New Zealand, ini sedikit infographics aja tentang New Zealand in general. So our capital city is Wellington, dan population kita tuh hanya 5 juta. Kebayang ya, compare to Indonesia ada 270 million, sementara in New Zealand we only have like 5 million something. Artinya apa? So opportunities are there gitu. Kami memang perlu orang-orang yang berskill gitu, memiliki skill untuk menjadi part of our community seperti itu ya. Dan kita juga hanya ada 2 island, ada dari North Island dan juga South Island. So we are pretty compact lah as opposed to Indonesia seperti itu ya. Kemudian juga salah satu hal yang mungkin kita bisa banggakan sebagai negara adalah New Zealand sebenarnya often lauded as one of the safest countries in the world gitu. Jadi bahkan based on the Global Peace Index in 2023, New Zealand itu masuk ke 4th safest country in the world. Gitu. Apalagi mungkin teman-teman familiar ya ketika COVID terjadi, kita sangat-sangat bagus sekali dalam menghandle COVID cases in New Zealand. So that's what made us one of the safest countries in the world. Dan of course when we talk about New Zealand, it's all about beauty as well. Kita sering always masuk ke dalam top 10 negara-negara dengan beauty atau dengan pemandangan yang cantik. Ini just a snapshot aja buat teman-teman. Siapa tahu nanti next time teman-teman di New Zealand itu bisa merasakan yang namanya 4 musim ya di sana ya. Cuma memang kebalikan dengan yang di Eropa, biasanya kita winter itu justru di bulan Juni dan Juli, dan musim panas itu di sekitaran bulan Desember. Dan this is the experience that you can witness gitu when you are in New Zealand. Bisa camper van, ini sangat-sangat common ya untuk melakukan road trip di New Zealand. Kemudian juga bisa melihat Glomworm Cave di Waikato, atau juga ini yang terakhir beberapa minggu lagi all over the news gitu, kita baru saja witnessing the Aurora Australis gitu, yang itu tersebar di seluruh New Zealand gitu ya. Siapa tahu nanti next time you are in New Zealand, you will be able also to witness these beautiful sceneries. But of course, when it comes to New Zealand, it's not just about beauty. Kami juga sebenarnya offering New Zealand quality education yang memang menjadi salah satu yang mungkin teman-teman harus consider ketika memilih top study destination-nya gitu ya. Kita lihat apa saja sih sebenarnya facts atau stats yang bisa teman-teman consider kalau misalnya mau studi di New Zealand. Yang pertama mungkin yang kita bisa lihat di sini ada tulisan top 3%. Itu tuh apa sih maksudnya? Jadi di New Zealand itu because we are such a small country gitu ya, kami hanya memiliki 8 universitas in total. Dan semua universitasnya itu masuk ke top 3% of universities in the world. So when it comes to quality, no need to worry. Semua qualification New Zealand juga worldwide recognized. Jadi kamu setelah selesai mau misalnya melanjutkan pekerjaan di negara lain itu pasti diterima juga. Tapi memang kalau ruang lingkupnya scholarship biasanya kan teman-teman harus kontribusi dan kembali lagi ke Indonesia ya. Cuman ini just for your gambaran aja gitu bahwa quality is there. Kemudian kami juga termasuk negara yang sangat peduli dengan people-nya. Karena apa? Karena biasanya kita memiliki atau embedded our value with the Maori value. Salah satunya adalah kaitika tikanga yang memiliki arti bahwa segala sesuatunya itu kita fokus kepada people. So this always be our phrase gitu ya, our people, our people, our people. Makanya kalau misalnya kalian ke New Zealand, orang-orangnya itu juga cukup cenderung open-minded, lebih terbuka gitu ya, dan mereka sangat terbiasa dengan berbagai cultural background seperti itu. Kemudian hal-hal yang lainnya yang mungkin bisa saya garis bawahi adalah New Zealand sebenarnya salah satu negara yang juga menciptakan atau memiliki well-being strategy for international students. Kenapa ini penting? Karena kami memahami kalau misalnya sebagai international students kadang kan memang perlu adaptasi. Kemudian kadang juga pas pertama kali datang ke sana mungkin kalian juga agak struggling dengan bahasanya, dengan lifestyle-nya dan lain sebagainya. Dan kita want to ensure that you are taken care of by our university. Nanti university reps juga akan menjelaskan lebih lanjut support apa saja yang bisa diberikan oleh mereka ketika teman-teman studi. Of course, New Zealand juga rank in the top 10 for creativity. Wellington itu juga sering digadang-gadang sebagai salah satu kota yang kreatif gitu, dan banyak sebenarnya sekali inovasi yang diciptakan di New Zealand. For example, bungee jumping itu tuh pertama kali diciptain di New Zealand. Kemudian juga sebagai negara kecil, tapi in the past New Zealand sebenarnya salah satu negara yang membolehkan perempuannya untuk vote. So we are kind of like a progressive gitu dan inovatif when it comes to our life gitu ya. Nah, ini beberapa student perceptions kenapa international students memilih New Zealand sebagai destination mereka untuk melanjutkan studi. Ada yang ngomongin soal safe country, kemudian juga innovation, research, quality of life, excellent education system, good healthcare facilities, and so on and so forth gitu ya. Jadi nanti mungkin juga teman-teman biasanya punya kesempatan untuk ngobrol-ngobrol dengan current students atau alumni untuk bisa mendapatkan lebih banyak informasi tentang pengalaman di sana seperti itu ya. Ini adalah universitas yang ada di New Zealand. Tadi seperti yang saya bilang, hanya ada 8 in total. Dan untuk saat ini, tahun 2024, kalau kita spesifik ke LPDP ya, itu ada 7 universitas yang masuk ke dalam list di tahun 2024. Nanti teman-teman bisa tanya lebih lanjut lagi, program-program apa saja yang available dari semua universitas ini ya. Jadi, this is your chance to ask a lot of questions to the university reps, mumpung mereka semua ada di sini seperti itu ya. Nah, ini adalah universities listed in the 2024 LPDP. Of course, kita tahu there are like regular scholarships as well as affirmative scholarship. Nanti teman-teman cek aja, teman-teman masuk ke kategori yang mana. Dan ini semuanya all subject. So meaning there are a lot of chances for you gitu untuk explore each university, each subject, and so on and so forth seperti itu ya. Bisa nanti juga mungkin saya bisa share ini ke tim AECC, jadi AECC juga bisa share ke kalian ya tentang universities listed seperti itu. Kemudian what can you learn in New Zealand? We offer a wide range of programs. Jadi teman-teman cek aja kebutuhannya seperti apa. Kita punya FED, kita punya politics, kita punya laws, business, education, engineering, and so forth. Tapi kalau misalnya teman-teman cukup peduli dengan subject ranking, ini saya akan memberikan beberapa subject rankings dari QS ranking in 2023 supaya teman-teman dapat gambaran bahwa sebenarnya nggak hanya university rankingnya aja yang kita in the top 500, tapi juga ada beberapa subjek yang memang ranking in the top 100 atau top 200 ya. Ini untuk engineering and technology, and then ini untuk social sciences and management. Semuanya hampir masuk ke top 100 atau top 200. Kemudian juga we are quite strong in our life sciences and medicine and also natural sciences. Dan mereka juga masuk ke top 100 and top 200. So, no need to worry. Later on, teman-teman bisa tanya lebih lanjut tentang program yang teman-teman incar itu ke University Reps. This is just some important timelines that you need to check. You need to consider ketika teman-teman mau apply especially untuk LPDP. Kalau di New Zealand itu memang intake-nya Februari dan Juli untuk master degree. Sementara untuk PhD programs itu sebenarnya all year ya, nggak ada spesifik intake karena teman-teman harus cari supervisor terlebih dahulu. Jadi teman-teman harus cek nih, apalagi kan sekarang untuk yang 2024 itu akan mulai di 19 Juni kalau nggak salah untuk registration-nya, dan nanti untuk announcement-nya itu di November. Banyak yang selalu tanya, apakah saya harus apply for the scholarship first atau apply for the programnya dulu atau university-nya dulu? Kalau menurut saya, kamu bisa paralel aja. Siapa yang cepat itu yang baik. Tapi ini bisa menjadi ancang teman-teman kalau misalnya mau mengambil intake yang for example intake Februari atau nanti intake Juli seperti itu. Kemudian juga things to note, kalau kalian apply untuk New Zealand universities, there are no application fees ya. Jadi teman-teman bisa apply untuk semuanya, dan bahkan kalau mau konsultasi ke AECC juga free of charge ya. Jadi no need to worry, jangan takut. Silakan teman-teman konsultasikan detailnya ke AECC gitu ya. Untuk PhD tadi saya juga sudah mention itu all year teman-teman harus cari supervisornya terlebih dahulu, itu yang paling penting. Dan jangan lupa IELTS juga. Jadi kalau misalnya teman-teman mau daftar yang June tapi IELTS masih belum ada, menurut saya sih fokus ke IELTS dulu karena itu juga yang penting, apalagi untuk S2 kan cukup tinggi ya untuk minimal requirements-nya seperti itu. This is just another information about PhD study. Jadi di New Zealand itu memang kita fokus untuk meningkatkan researchers. That's why semua PhD students itu pay-nya the same as New Zealanders. Nanti kita cek comparison-nya kalau misalnya bayar dengan master international students belajar master degree sama belajar PhD study gitu ya. Dan juga ada kesempatan untuk enroll child in school, terus partners juga can apply for an open work visa and so on and so forth. Tapi teman-teman harus cek juga sama LPDP-nya apakah teman-teman boleh bekerja, karena seingat saya untuk LPDP itu kalian nggak boleh bekerja karena itu kalian kan udah dikasih sama pemerintah seperti itu ya. Tapi this is just an overview jikalau teman-teman interest untuk melanjutkan PhD study di New Zealand seperti itu ya. Kemudian this is the tuition fees. Of course it ranges ya dari 20.000 New Zealand dollar up to 40K depending on the subjects. Of course beberapa subjek akan lebih high fees-nya. Kemudian juga untuk PhD ini memang per year-nya kalau menurut saya cukup sangat-sangat compatible gitu dan juga sangat-sangat affordable. Living cost of course depending on your lifestyle, tapi biasanya ketika apply itu nanti teman-teman harus punya proof 20.000 New Zealand dollar per ketika teman-teman apply for New Zealand visa. Dan biasanya kalau New Zealand visa harus itu di reapply per tahun ya, gitu ya. Ini student visa requirements. Sebenarnya teman-teman nanti bisa cek ke AECC secara detail seperti apa yang harus dilakuin ketika udah dapat misalnya sponsorship letter dari LPDP, kemudian juga udah dapat LOE dan so on so forth. Jadi it's pretty straightforward dan AECC lagi-lagi bisa membantu untuk membantu kalian di visa requirement ya dan visa yang lainnya. Student support again, ini adalah beberapa hal yang bisa disupport. Of course ada online career, ada facilities, a lot of clubs. Kita juga biasanya punya PPI Selandia Baru dan kita selalu kerjasama sama PPI Selandia Baru yang ada di New Zealand. Jadi ini beberapa highlights kerjasama yang kita lakukan kemarin sama PPI untuk meng-highlight alumni-alumni yang belajar di New Zealand via LPDP scholarship. Jadi bisa dilihat ya, ada yang di bidang film, kemudian juga ada yang membawa keluarga sambil PhD. So teman-teman no need to worry, ketika teman-teman di New Zealand sudah ada community yang bisa membantu teman-teman ketika teman-teman menjalankan studi di sana, seperti itu. This is our website. Sebenarnya saya pengen ngeliatin video ini, tapi nggak tahu apakah saya punya cukup waktu. Ini sebenarnya kalau teman-teman cek PPI Selandia Baru, ini ada salah satu LPDP awardee yang menceritakan keseharian dia sebagai student gitu ya. Boleh nggak Winda di-share? Kalau misalnya boleh, karena waktunya sebenarnya udah habis, tapi kalau boleh bisa kita lihat, atau kalau enggak nanti deh untuk next time ya kita bisa cari tahu. Nanti kalau teman-teman klik PPI Selandia Baru juga bisa nemuin berbagai informasi tentang kehidupan sehari-hari dari LPDP awardees gitu ya. Itu aja sih sebenarnya dari saya. Ini salah satu website yang mungkin penting juga untuk teman-teman ketika sudah menjadi international students di sana. Teman-teman actually bisa akses, bisa join the community with other international students, bisa juga tahu soal misalnya how to get to this place, for example, atau how to discover New Zealand, health and being di sana seperti apa, and so and so forth. Jadi this is a really good website for you guys. Okay, last slide from me. Kalau misalnya teman-teman ada perlu apa-apa, boleh silakan email ke saya. Nanti kita bisa ngobrol-ngobrol di sana lebih lanjut ya. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Kanaluri, for the information that is very rich. So if I can, make a summary of her presentation before of the information that has been shared by Kanaluri. New Zealand is indeed very compact countries, especially if we compare it with Indonesia, but it has lots of opportunities, and also it's very safe, beautiful, and have high quality in terms of health, and also in terms of education. It is proven that all of 8 universities that are in New Zealand are listed on the top 3 rank worldwide. It proves the quality, and if you guys choose to study in New Zealand, of course, it will be great. Okay, now before we move to the other session, can you guys please let us know which courses interest you best? I think we have cast a vote. Please cast your vote. I want to know so that we can know which courses are you guys mostly interested in. So is it business and management, or science and technology, or social sciences and humanities, creative arts and design, engineering, agriculture, health science, education, or the other? Please kindly cast your vote and we can go to the next session. I think it is very important for us to know which courses that align with your interests, so we can, tailor this session to give you the information that you guys need. And if you guys want to, you can also type your answer in the chat box, because I think this is just the field of this the course, the study course, and probably you guys want to take like a very specific courses. That's okay as well. Please cast your vote.
I can't vote for that. Why can't I?
Oh, of course, I also want to vote.
vote.
But unfortunately, we can vote.
Come on, guys, please vote. 5,
Vote.
4, 3, 2, 1. Vote for agriculture and environmental science. Come on, you can do it.
Okay, or you guys probably are future doctor. You want to vote medicine? Please cast your vote.
No, agriculture, food science. Guys,
Okay.
please.
I think Eddie is very interested to talk about that certain courses, right? Okay.
Well,
we are
I'm just trying.
No worries. While we are waiting for the result of the votes, I think it's very important for you guys to know that all like what Kanaluri have informed us before, most of the universities here, all of the universities are listed for the prestigious LPDP scholarship that will be open for their second batch in 19th of June 2024. So it's like less than a month. And if you guys are preparing for the application of or you guys wanted to give it a try and want to get an LOA from New Zealand universities, please kindly send your documents to our contact us through our direct message, and then you will be contacted by our counselors. Or you can also send your documents to info.jakarta@aeccglobal.com. Please kindly send your CV, academic transcript, academic certificate, and actually that's all. The IELTS can wait later, and also your passport. For the personal statement and for the IELTS, we can wait later, so we can customize your needs and match you with our designated counselor that will assist you with the process. Please send the documents to info.jakarta@aeccglobal.com for your LOA. Okay, now while we are waiting for the result of the poll, I want to introduce you guys to some of the aspects that might interest you. So we call it the rapid fire sessions. So each universities will get 3 minutes to introduce some of their hidden gem that I know you guys probably have Googled a lot about what can I find about the university, but I think each of universities also have like hidden gem that cannot be found in Google, and they will inform it to you. And also like, I want to eat something, but what is so special about that university? And they will introduce that as well. And of course, what can you do if you go to that certain universities? So through this session, I will go alphabetically. So please, Hope, can you join us and answer what are the hidden gem of the Auckland University of Technology, and like what food is very special that can be found in Auckland or in the AUT canteen probably. And if we choose to study at AUT, what can we expect for the future?
Thank you, Winda. I think AUT or Auckland overall got a lot to offer about food. I think we are the biggest city in New Zealand. So, well, let me talk about Auckland first as a city. I think that Jennifer from University of Auckland probably agree as well. As the biggest city in New Zealand, we have a third of the country population, is about 1.5 million people. So lots of the businesses, institutions, everything is actually happening in Auckland. So it's a multicultural society. I think there was a research saying that about 35% of Aucklanders actually were born overseas. So you can actually find a lot of the Asian food and grocery stuff that actually from Asia. And it's not just Indonesian, but any other countries' food, like Chinese food, Korean, Japanese, Malaysian, Vietnamese. Sure, find some pho where I'm from. And then for AUT, we are right next to University of Auckland. Or to be honest, I'm an University of Auckland alumni. I used to study there, but now that I'm working for AUT, we are a neighbor university right next to each other. And AUT, something that you probably don't know about AUT as University of Technology, lots of students and parents often refer us as a university only for kind of the technology or computer science course. We are much more than that. We offer over 250 different programs from 16 different schools in many different ranges of subjects, including arts and design, architecture, business, engineering, computer science, hospitality, health science, and so on, many others. So the term University of Technology basically means we are a modern university that specialize in more into the practical experiences. So the way that AUT offering in terms of teaching and learning to our students is working, got a lot of kind of work integrated learning, industry projects, trying to embed that kind of work experiences during the student studying. So that's I think that I have to explain that we're not just a technology university. We offer way more than that. Thank you. Over to the next person.
Okay, thank you so much, Hope. That's very rich in information. So yeah, and then we will go to the next university, Mass University. Iya, could you please share with us like what is the hidden gem that we don't know about Massey University, and also you may want to explain about like what kind of food can we find at Massey University, or probably some hidden gem in the canteen. And also, if we enter Massey University, if we go to Massey University, what can we expect? You have 3 minutes.
And you see this?
Yes.
This is the Massey chicken wings. So when you come to the Auckland Albany campus, you will find this hidden gem, right? Seriously. So that's something quite unique to Massey University. If you haven't taken your photo with the chicken wing, you have not been to Massey University. So that's our hidden gem. But seriously, we are the only New Zealand university that has 3 physical campuses. We've got one in Auckland, one in Palmerston North, Manawatu, and one in Wellington. And we're the only university that caters to the north of Auckland. So past AUT and past University of Auckland, you've got Massey University, and it caters to the top of the North Island. On each of our campuses, we have our own accommodation. Our students are so engaged with Massey University that we have more than 200 associations, clubs, and societies that you can join, right? So hidden gems, not just one, right? Now, one more thing that you may want to look at is the fact that the renowned Maori scholar, Professor Rangi Matamua, is one of those responsible for leading the formation of Matariki. That's the Maori New Year. Okay, so if you want to look that up, that's pretty interesting. It's coming soon. We're going to celebrate that as well. In terms of foodie paradise, well, you know, all of New Zealand is actually New Zealand is a foodie country, right? But if you're going to Auckland, there's a place called It's Java on K Road in Auckland. And if you go down to Wellington and join our Wellington campus, you could also look up Garuda Truck. And if you're based in Manawatu, our students and some of our staff are more than happy to host you in their homes and prepare traditional Indonesian food for you. Okay, future focus, just watch this space because I'm going to be talking to you about a project that one of our students is currently proposing. And this student is actually an alumni in a sense because she finished her master's degree with us, but went on to do a PhD with us. So watch this space. I'll catch you again later.
Okay, thank you so much. The chicken wings is very unexpected. It's truly a hidden gem. I just found out about this. That's very hilarious. Thank you so much. And then we will go to the University of Auckland. Jennifer, are you ready to explain about the hidden gem and foodie paradise? What can we expect if we go to the University of Auckland? You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Wanda. Yeah. Sorry, hold on a sec. Okay, hidden gem from the University of Auckland. I know that a lot of students would have known about our university. However, a lot of students don't know much about our Lee Marine Laboratory, which is located around 100 kilometers northeast of Auckland City. It's right on the edge of New Zealand's oldest marine reserve. So for those students who are interested in environmental science, marine biology, marine science, you will have access to this facility where it allows you to go on this onto the boat. We also have the largest fleet of research vessels as well, that you have access to those in terms of doing your research on the field. In terms of foodie paradise, like Hop mentioned earlier, that Auckland, given its cultural diversity, we do offer a huge variety of different food. Among those are from Southeast Asia, and like Ia just mentioned before about its Java, which is a very popular street food, Indonesian street food restaurant on K Road, which is about around 15 to 20 minutes walk from the University of Auckland, and it's very popular among our Indonesian students. Future focus, University of Auckland is currently doing a lot of work around the renewable energy field, and in terms of sustainable power generations and distribution, harnessing natural resources like geothermal energy. So University of Auckland, we do have a geothermal institute, and we are one of the 3 geothermal institutes in the world. There's us, and then there's another one in Japan and another one in Iceland. So we have a very specialized academic reputation and research in this field, and also help towards Indonesia's target of net zero emissions by 2060. So I hope that was under 3 minutes.
Yes, that's under 3 minutes. Thank you for using your time well. I think we will go diver into that in the next session. I hope you guys already catch some of good news and good informations on why you have to choose AUT or Massey University or University of Auckland. And now we will move to Annie. So Annie, are you ready? What can we expect from
I'm not sure what I can say. I still haven't got over with that chicken wing thing. Anyway, the hidden gems. We've got so many, I don't know where to start. I was just gonna say, for the Indonesian students, did you know that on campus, we actually, within walking distance, we have a field research center where our students have to go and look at their research on agriculture research, looking at sheep, looking at the food that they eat. We have experiments that's actually within 5 minutes walking distance. That's just one. We also have our vineyard, and we have 2 peacocks on campus. So peacock number 1, his name is Peter, and he's got a girlfriend. We don't know whether his girlfriend is happy, so we might have to get another peacock in to keep him company. So that is 2 stories that I could tell you. I'm gonna catch up with time. The next thing is food. What do students eat? Well, I'm not sure. I just messaged one of my Indonesian students. He said French fries. Apparently, our campus make really good French fries. And I would suggest that they should also have burgers. The vegetarian burgers and the chicken burgers on campus are pretty awesome. I eat them for breakfast sometimes. But in Christchurch, we do have 3 Indonesian students. You've got the East Java. We actually have a Western Java as a fantastic restaurant, which I will have to visit sometimes. And we also have a Bali and Thai restaurant and Indo Tampan house, which I have visited. Fantastic rendang. But I think I make a better samba. Well, that was based on my competition with my samba competition with my previous Indonesian students. I'm not saying that I make the best samba, but that's the outcome of my previous competition. Anyway, as for future focus research, I was looking at the fantastic research that Lincoln universities are doing, and I thought one of the research was about, that might be quite interesting for Indonesian, is developing an agri-food brain through tourism. So combining food, combining tourism, combining agriculture together. That's what we are doing through our Center of Excellence on Sustainable Tourism for Regions, Landscape, and Community. So what I look forward is some of our fantastic Indonesian researchers to come and join us to be part of this community. Right, over back to you, Winter.
Okay, thank you so much for the information, Annie. That's very interesting. So if a peacock can get a girlfriend, if you guys go to the Lincoln University, probably you guys can get yourself a girlfriend or boyfriend as well. Aside from the high quality education. Okay, now we will move to the University of Otago. Sarah, can you join us? Okay, she's already sharing her screen.
Kia ora.
Sarah.
Okay, so what is a hidden gem at Otago? I can't beat chicken wings either. But what I want to talk, and this goes across New Zealand, because we were the first country to have a New Zealand Code of Pastoral Care for international students. We really look after you. And Otago really looks after their postgrad and PhD students. This is just a little snapshot of some of the fabulous faces behind the people who will be there to look after you, from our Nikki Fahy, our graduate wellbeing coach, to Yvonne Gout, who will look after you for career development, our chaplaincy, our Indonesian student community. We have a mosque within 5 minutes walking distance from campus that really welcomes our international students, as well as our specialised librarians. We are set up to look after our international and our Indonesian postgraduate students. So a lot of these people are behind the scenes, so that's why I'm calling them a hidden gem. Now we're on to favourite food haunts. So it's all about the ice cream. Dairy, dairy, dairy. It's what New Zealand's known for. We have a fabulous ice cream, Rob Roy Dairy, infamous with our students because we are a student city. It is supposedly serves the most tip-top ice cream, so that's a famous New Zealand brand, in all of New Zealand. So though our university students eat a lot of ice cream, we can never go past bubble tea. We have it on campus, always makes our Asian students feel very welcome. And we have a fabulous farmers market on a Saturday that's beside our iconic railway station. Lots of fresh fruit and produce straight from the region of Otago that you can sample. So lots of New Zealand and Asian cuisine with us. And for future focus, again, like the other universities, we have so much research going on, but I just wanted to highlight one because it's pretty special. I met Budi, who is an Indonesian PhD student who came through AECC, and he is part of our climate and energy finance group. He's the latest PhD candidate being involved with that. This is a world-class, absolute amazing thing about how to looking at decarbonising, sustainable reporting, energy and carbon markets, incredibly important for not just New Zealand and Indonesia, but the world. And this, Otago was a founding member of that Global Research Alliance, which covers a whole host of universities globally, including Cambridge and Harvard and London Economic School. So really great stuff going on there. And Budi's settling in well because I bumped into him on Friday, so he gave me the idea for this. So there's some great stuff going on in that sustainable space too.
Thank you so much, Sarah. And thank you for featuring our student. We are so proud of him as well.
He's doing great. He is wearing a puffer jacket at the moment.
Hear that. All right. Now 5 of the university have explained about the hidden gem, the foodie paradise, and future focus. And I think Laura is cannot wait again. Laura, the stage is yours.
Lucky last. Kia ora team. I'm from the University of Waikato. I don't have a presentation, but I'm going to share my screen and hopefully you can see, because you don't have to believe me when it comes to our hidden gems and our food. go to our website and see what our students have to tell you. So our hidden gem from what I know and what I know about our university is that we have a secret garden on campus where students go and have lunch and eat outside, and we have a lake. I've actually never been because it's a secret. You need to be a student to come and find out about that. We also have a hot air balloon festival annually in our Hamilton, in Hamilton. A foodie paradise. On campus is a restaurant called Sue's. It's halal, but it's Asian, it's Indian, it's multicultural. They sell everything you could possibly ever imagine, and it's where every student at Waikato eats. Locally in Hamilton here, where I live, we have a restaurant called Rice Baby, which is really popular. And we also have a Tauranga campus, which I'll tell you about later. And if you're going to be eating over there, again, Sue's. It's a on-campus restaurant, and it's where every student at Waikato eats. For our future focus and research projects where students are making a real impact, our Indonesian students, two in particular, one has been doing amazing research in terms of seaweed and how it cleanses water. So if you're interested, in bringing back environmental sciences to your home country, come and learn about seaweed. We'd have amazing marine field stations. That's out of our Tauranga campus. And in Hamilton, a lot of our academics and students are working on, does anybody here like honey? Because Manuka honey is very popular here in New Zealand, and we're doing amazing research in terms of finding the microorganisms on the Manuka leaf and how we can make better New Zealand honey. So like I say, go and find out all of this. You can hopefully see some of those hidden gems, our research and foodie paradise, all on our website, and our students sharing it with you. So thanks heaps.
Thank you so much, Laura, for sharing all of this information with us. I think now they can make like comparison on why should I go to this university or that university, or particularly why do I have to study in New Zealand. All of the university have their own uniqueness, and there are so many things to offer. And I think that's very important for you guys to know, because studying abroad is not just about a certain country. Hey, we have our neighbor New Zealand as well, that have lots of opportunities that you guys can explore through education, of course. Okay, now that we already explored about the food paradise, about the hidden gem, about the uniqueness of each campuses, and about the research that they have, I think we can go dive deeper. And I think you guys wanted to know more about this. So let's get to know about each universities, about the program, the most strongest academic program that they offer, and also probably about the quality of education and about what they offer. But first of all, I think we already get the result of our poll previously. Let me check. Oh, I think most of you guys are very interested to know about the science and technology, the computer science, environmental. Okay. And after that, followed by business and management. And also, sorry, creative arts. Oh, that's very unexpected. I think social science will be next, but okay. Thank you for sharing the result with us. Okay, so we have science and technology first, followed by business and management, and also creative arts and design, health science, agriculture, and environmental science. And type with the next place is social science and humanities, and also engineering, and tourism and hospitality, and also other. Education and law is at the very bottom, but that's okay. It doesn't mean we won't talk about that, but it's just showing the courses that you guys most interested with. Okay, now that we already get result, I think you guys see the interest of the students that are being here. If you see your courses up there, feel free to talk about it in our next session. Now, we already began the previous session with the AUT, so I will reverse it. Now we will begin with the University of Waikato. I want to know, in the University of Waikato, can you please describe your university's strongest academic program? What courses are you very strong in, and you can probably show us a video or two explaining about the University of Waikato, showcasing the research and that you have been talked about before. Because we only get to talk shortly before. And if you have an alumni that you want to share with us, probably they can reach the alumni as well to share about the experience of studying in the University of Waikato. Please feel free to share it to us. Thank you,
Most
Laura.
definitely. Just bear with me one quick second while I try and pull my right links up for you. I said earlier to Winda, I get nervous showing video, so I hope this will work for you. Bear with me one second. But what I will say is, looking at those subjects that you've just shared, the University of Waikato teaches a full range of programs at both undergrad and postgraduate level. But our strengths really lie in our business school. We are the top university business school in terms of business and economics in New Zealand. We have a very popular Master of Business and Management, an MBM for short, that a lot of our Indonesian students come and study. Similarly, we teach a Master of MIT, a Master of Information Technology, which is really popular. And these are one-year programs, intensive masters, which include small amounts of research. They're not research masters. And you get an amazing experience from top academics, because something else that the University of Waikato is number one in research in New Zealand. So where you want to come and research is where we have the top researchers. So let's see if these videos will work.
Is it working?
You can't see you. Oh, I probably need to share my screen, right? Can you you can't see anything?
No.
Okay, bear with me.
Take your time, Laura. Oh my gosh. Please while Laura is setting the video, please kindly wait for a while. Because we will have each of university talking about their university, and I think I have seen so many questions in the Q&A box and also in the chat box, if I'm not mistaken. We will answer the questions at the end of the sessions. So, but if you have like questions in the middle of the presentation in the middle of information sessions, please kindly drop it in the Q&A box. And at the end of the session, we will try to ask as much as possible the questions that you've been asking. Thank you. Okay, I think Laura is back.
Fingers crossed. Okay, the links I have for my videos and my PowerPoint are not working. This always happens to me, and I'm sincerely apologetic for that. So what I'm taking you to here on our website is the University of Waikato YouTube channel. And what I was going to show you was the Manuka Honey video, but the fabulous thing about our YouTube channel is that our videos are streamed by different themes. And the fabulous thing is we've got a lot of suggestions and videos here that you can see just around student life, but particularly in terms of our research capacities. You can see research videos. So I'm going to hopefully see if this will play through this channel for you. And I really should have practiced with you. So let's see. Is that working for you?
Yes, we can see the video, but I don't think we can hear a sound.
Together, because together
no sound.
And our mahi
Or if you can hear it, but I think you can increase the volume.
We can see possibility in a world that is grasping, and demanding action now. Together, we can find calm in the chaos, to recalibrate and challenge everything we thought we knew, to dig deep and find solutions that will stick, to help us build a fairer world. a cleaner planet, and keep us tracking towards the goals that really matter with an open mind to new perspectives. So here's to the big thinkers and their brave, quiet work, building a tomorrow full of hope.
Right.
I think you're nervous.
Now you can hear me exceptionally when you sorry.
Right.
So I'm just going to talk now. I think that's probably best. I don't want to run over too much time. So sorry, everyone. Go to our YouTube channel. You'll see our amazing research shorts, those videos on lots of different areas that we are really strong in. And again, we also have an alumni channel, so you can see stories of Indonesians in particular who have returned home to Indonesia and are working, or those who have stayed here in New Zealand on post-study work visas to study. But again, those strengths and those programs where you can study at Waikato are particularly in our business and management school. Environmental sciences is where our Indonesians currently come and study, a lot of them, and also in information technology. Let me finish there.
Okay, as for the business management technology, it's actually have the biggest poll in our previous poll. And I think in the Q&A, there is someone who wants to hear about the supply chain management, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, if you could, you will probably want to share about like, is it possible for the student to take supply chain management in the University of Waikato? Because I think you are quite strong in the business management field as well.
Most definitely. That's a wonderful question. And again, I'm sure from many institutions on the call tonight, supply chain management is just a booming industry. In terms of coming and studying supply chain at Waikato, we have masters. Again, we have a number of masters programs that you can choose to specialize in terms of supply chain management. So you can do a Master of Management Studies in Supply Chain Management, which is a research master's, or you can study a Master of Management. And again, our names of our degrees are very similar, but that is a taught master's in supply chain. So if you're wanting to pursue a PhD, we have a research option for you in terms of supply chain, but we also have a taught master's of supply chain. If you just want to come and learn what it is and how to get a job and work in that industry when you graduate, then we have options at Waikato. A reason you would choose to study supply chain at Waikato is we have New Zealand's now largest inland port. So our university is a 5-minute walk to a massive super hub called Ruakura, and that's where large companies are now storing all of their products, and our students are getting first-hand experience in working in supply chain and visiting and seeing all of the trucks shipping product in and out and around New Zealand, right from 5 minutes from our campus.
That's very interesting. All right. Do you have anything else that you want to share, Laura?
That's me for now. We have a full range of programs, like I've said. We're strong in research. That's why you choose us. We've got lots and lots of amazing stories that we can tell about our Indonesian students. And I'm happy to, if anyone has answers, you can talk to me in the chat, or questions, sorry, you can talk to me in the chat. So thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Laura. Now I have one specific questions for you. I want to know, like, we know University of Waikato is well known for the industry connection, right? And it has strong ties to the Maori culture as well and local business. Can you please describe some ways your university integrates Maori cultures into the academic experience and how you connect students with internship and career opportunities, especially in New Zealand?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Now we come to this session, which is I have some fabulous videos to show you. So I want you to bear with me and I hope these work. But we are, again, so strong in terms of te ao Māori, te reo Māori, and students from New Zealand. And if you're from a Māori Indigenous background, New Zealand, if you're a New Zealander studying at Waikato, we have the New Zealand's largest population of Māori students studying on campus. Why I highlight this is it's because we have real strength in terms of, we have a Faculty of Māori and Indigenous Studies, and all of our programs naturally have Māori or New Zealand learning perspectives embedded in our degrees. So I have notes and notes and notes sent through to me from our faculty in terms of the strengths and the research that we're doing. But one thing I really wanted to highlight in this space was our library and our academic support. In terms of you as an international student coming and maybe not being or understanding or knowing about New Zealand and Māori culture and what this means for you to be in a classroom. And we teach you that. That is embedded, it's part of our degree, and it's part of studying at Waikato, is that you are learning alongside many nationalities, but again, lots of Kiwis, New Zealanders. Work integrated learning is compulsory in all of our undergraduate degrees, and it flows through to our masters. So you get practical hands-on work experience. So let me show you this video, which I pray works, and it's a story of exactly that, our strong ties to local business, our strong ties to students' work integrated learning and studying at Waikato. So.
Is it working?
I'm just pulling it up because the really strange thing in the way that my colleagues have shared them to me is that they are not linking and opening into my PowerPoint, and therefore I'm having to quickly copy and paste them into a web browser, and I'm going to share the screen. Here we go. Yay. Again, please just let me know if you can't hear the volume.
Okay. I think you can increase the volume.
I'm going to share all the links of everything that I wanted you to see today in the chat, and I will stop talking now because I'm so sorry. I've given the worst start to the session, but let me type some links for you and just thank you. Sorry, team. Saturday night.
No worries, there won't be a problem.
Hey, don't apologize. It's okay. It's
I think there's
fun.
yes.
Well,
This is
I
a
hope
fun
you can see that I haven't studied a Master of Information Technology, but
That
we've got
is
some.
totally okay, Laura.
I'll pop in the chat for you all. Okay, over to
Yeah.
my fabulous
This is
colleagues.
No
the
worries.
panel discussion is not supposed to be high tech or full presentation.
Well, I had some links. You'd think the least that I could do was click the link in it present. No problem. Thanks everyone. I'll share the links now.
Technology, guys.
Laura, for sharing all the awesome things that the University of Waikato offer us. Okay, so guys, if you are very interested to study in the University of Waikato, Laura will be sharing some of informative link that you can access and you can explore on your own. But no worries, if you guys still confused or you have further questions that you want to ask to Laura, please type in the Q&A box or in the chat box. We can connect it. We can answer it at the end of the session, or one of our counselor will be connected with you and help you with all the things that you want to know about the University of Waikato. Okay. Okay. Now we will move to the University of Otago. Sarah, are you with us? Sarah?
Yeah, sure am. Sorry. Like Laura, issues with my tech. So thankfully I do have a little bit of a PowerPoint that I can talk to. Otherwise you just hear my voice and that wouldn't be great. So here we've got, now if we're looking at the strongest academic programs, it's a little bit tricky when you ask us that question, because our academic staff would say all of our programs are excellent. So what I've done is I've pulled out the ones where most Indonesian students are interested in, because we have over 200. So I've done it under the three key divisions. The reason I haven't included health science in this, so for some of you who are on the call, you may be aware that University of Otago is one of 2 medical schools in New Zealand, and we are the only dental in New Zealand. The majority of our health science programs would be for PhD study. So again, that's dependent on department. So these are the key programs that I get inquiries from Indonesia, and who tend to align with LPDP, sustainable business, very popular. Entrepreneurship and innovation is coming back for 2025. Tourism, we're ranked very highly in tourism at Otago, top 44th in the world. Business data science, and we also will be having a new program coming in our business school for leadership and management. So it gives you a bit of a touch point on that. Then with our sciences, again, like a lot of other New Zealand universities, really strong in science. Sustainability underpins the majority of everything that Otago does. So in the environmental and management and science space. So again, renewables, which Auckland touched earlier on with science and tech. Like Lincoln, we also have food and agriculture and food science. GIS is really big with us, but also bioengineering, which tends to come on the health science side, and you can't escape artificial intelligence. It is everywhere. So that's a big part of what we do too. But it's also within our arts. So again, LPDP or Manaki, if you're on the call, international planning and development, international studies. Our Master of Peace and Conflict Studies is back for 2025, and also Indigenous studies. So there's lots of different programs getting questions asked for. So there's pretty much something there for everybody across the 6 universities on our call today. And we all have different specializations. So that's a bit of a touch point on us. So I do have a science video. It doesn't specifically touch on research, but it just sort of showcases a bit of what New Zealand does really well and some of Otago's strengths.
I think you may want to increase the volume.
Does that have sound?
No, I think you have to increase the volume.
Okay. And you see, we're all having this fun time today, aren't we? Is that working?
Yes, but not as clear as your voice.
I think, sorry, Sarah, I think when you share screen, you need to click on share sound. I think there's a little tick box on there.
Okay. Aha, now we're all, look at that. It's a young person in the room. I love it. Okay, we're not going to go right from the start. Let's just continue on.
Where weekend playgrounds are our weekday laboratories. From rugged mountain ranges that speak the story of this earth, to rich harbour waters that are bursting with life. Every part of this place has something to teach us. So we look closer and we think bigger, balancing endless curiosity with collective responsibility. to care for our environment and our community for generations to come. This place brings people together on journeys of discovery and belonging, going further by collaborating, turning daydreams into dream careers, from under the ice to up in the air, from the smallest species to the grandest idea. This place inspires us to understand the unexplained and explain our understanding, to bring critical thinking for critical causes, to dare to change the world and to change it together. This is our place, and this is who we are. Together, we dare.
As you can see, science is a big, strong backbone of the University of Otago, as well as other divisions. We have a whole host of research groups here, way too many to go into this call today, but it gives you an idea of what we have. And then we were asked to share an alumni story. Now, I was very lucky to meet Nurul on my first trip to Indonesia, which was in September last year. And she did her Master of Entrepreneurship and graduated in 2020. And then it's, where does that, degree take you, or your study take you? She is now a business consultant for Prisma, which is an Australian funded organisation. And she helps farmers increase their rice production in Indonesia. So again, that's a business degree, but you can see where the scope can take you. So there's fantastic opportunities studying within New Zealand. And as you can't see me, hopefully Nurul will tell you about her time here.
Mai I whakahekero ki kawarau. This is our place.
Kia ora, I'm Nurul. I'm standing here in
Where
Indonesia, but part of
connections.
Okay, we're having real issues with our tech today, aren't we?
my heart will always be in New Zealand at the University of Otago. I chose Otago for my Masters of Entrepreneurship, and I received incredible support as an international student, especially through the unexpected challenges of COVID-19. Living in Dunedin was a breath of fresh air, quite literally. The friendly faces and stunning nature were a world away from the hustle of Indonesia. It's a place where I could relax, study, and grow. My entrepreneurship journey was shaped by the hands-on expert lecturers and Dunedin's inspiring business community. In New Zealand, I found a place where education stretches beyond classroom, intertwining with nature and nurturing my dreams. The skill I honed at Otago, critical analysis, agility in business, and a global mindset have set me up for success back home as a business consultant. Even in these uncertain times, I've been ready to seize opportunities. Otago didn't just prepare me for a career, it prepared me for a life of purpose. And no matter where I go, the lesson I learned there will always be a part of my journey.
So there you go, the lovely Nurul that had a pretty epic time in New Zealand when she studied here and taken her journey with her back to Indonesia. And that is me. Did you have any questions, anybody?
All right, thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing the information with us, especially about the alumni that just come from Indonesia herself. And I think she's taking the basis, which is again the courses that take the interest of most of the students that are here. I think it's very interesting that they can get to know about the perspective from the alumni taking the business, especially she's from Indonesia as well. But as you have said before, Otago is not only great about the business, of course. As far as I know, Otago is also known for its rich history and cutting-edge research. So, can you please discuss some specific examples of how the uni blends tradition with a focus on innovation and creates a vibrant learning environment for the students?
For sure. So again, multiple examples to give you. So we have research themes as well as research that you can do within each department. So these are clusters of research that the university is heavily involved in. So I've pulled these out for you. So I think focusing on that, there's a couple I wanted to touch on. Because we are New Zealand's first university, we've been going on for 155 years now. So I thought that was quite apt to talk about some archaeological research because we are the oldest university in New Zealand. So this is using we use emerging technologies along with that strong sense of history. So again, this is going into heritage consultancies in New Zealand and looking at cultural heritage management. So that's just a snapshot there. We've touched on entrepreneurship again, but alongside the teachings, it's also the access that you've got to entrepreneurial capital within our city, Dunedin. So it's not just academic research, you're getting that hands-on business research as well. And then I guess the leading research frontiers that we would say. So words I don't understand because I am not a genomic, I am not a bioengineering or nanomedicine, but it's that really cutting edge technology that comes from a long-standing history at the university. So when we're looking at for example, the Centre of Bioengineering and Nanomedicine, we were New Zealand's first medical school that has now developed into 3D printed technology for dental teeth implants, a whole different way of doing stuff with skin, tissue, etc. So lots and lots of the knowledge that's been built up over those hundreds of years is coming to the forefront now as well. And that's across all academic divisions, whether it's business, whether it's health science, science, or arts. So that's a little snapshot there.
Thank you so much for sharing the information with us and answering our questions. I think this has opened another perspective for the students on why they have to choose Otago, especially because if they are going to take the research courses, because you guys are quite strong in and very strong in research areas as well, and you have so many options to share. I think we will talk with you again later, and I think we have to move to the next universities because I think the
Time
next
is up.
university. Okay. Time's up. Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, enjoy. Thanks.
All right. Now, I think we will have the next university. As I mentioned before, we will reverse the alphabetical order. So let's welcome Annie from the University of Lincoln. Annie, are you here with us?
I am. I'm a bit kind of like, oh, what am I supposed to talk? There's so much conversation happening. Anyway,
Yes,
tell me.
All right. Previously, we have talked about like the peacock, the hidden gem of the university, the Lincoln University. But now we want to know more about the academic side of Lincoln University. So can you please tell me, like, what is your strongest academic programs, that you guys offer? I know that the poll says they are mostly interested about business and management, but we don't know. Probably you have another courses or academic programs that you are actually strong at.
I think I'm just going to share the screen, not because I want to do a full presentation. Don't worry, I'm not going to. I just want to say kind of like quickly say to you, everybody, that New Zealand is an interesting country. So as a country, we are probably about 66% of New Zealand's exports are primary produce. So what it means is 18% of the New Zealand GDP relies on what we call primary or produce or agriculture industries. So if you think about New Zealand as a country of 5 million people, we provide a lot of food for the world. So then it reflects on, then the next thing is like Lincoln University. We are the smallest university in New Zealand. We are a specialist. We are not a comprehensive university like my colleagues who are in the room today. So we focus on the area that we are resonates with our identity. When we first started in 1878, we started as the College of Agriculture College. So for us, our personality, our should I say our persona has always to do with food. So how do you produce food? How do you process food? How do you innovate? How do you look after the land in a sustainable way? How do we protect the future as you produce food? All those questions, and how do you innovate? That process, that is Lincoln University. That is what we're all about. Yeah. So you will ask me, what's the most popular program? I can't answer you, but what I can tell you is that if you are thinking about the climate change, the impact on the climate change on food security, on food safety, you worry about, will we have enough food for the future? Then Lincoln University is the place to be. Yeah. So we have 3 faculties. We have Faculty of Agribusiness and Commerce. So if you are thinking about business, but still want to be involved in the land-based economy, then we have agribusiness and market, accounting and finance, global value chain and trades, and land management systems that you can work with. If you are thinking about innovate through science, then we have our Faculty of Agriculture and Life Sciences will be the place for you to be. We think about agriculture, horticulture, conservation, soil, environmental science. And last, my favorite will be food, wine, and beer. So even though we are really serious about environment and tourism and designing the space for landscape architect and all of that, ultimately we are also a university of celebration. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting. You have been talking about agriculture since the first we began our sessions. Do you think there are like any partnership or future collaboration opportunity your university has with our institutions or our business? I think Indonesia is also quite rely on agriculture and agribusiness. Do you think there are also a potential Lincoln collaborations that is already exist in Lincoln University, or probably it's already exists?
If you Google the agribusiness summer school, this year we have the Faculty of Agribusiness and Commerce, the Dean Professor Hugh Bixby, took a group of New Zealand students to visit Indonesia. The theme was actually Indonesian is actually agribusiness summer school. So our students travel through Surabaya, Malang. I think they also went to Bandung and Bogor and also Jakarta to actually look at the different systems and how the agriculture value change in Indonesia versus the agriculture value change in New Zealand. So for us, we have had our alumni is now working in universities like University of Brawijaya, University of Erlangga, and I think we also have students working in other universities, not necessarily in the agriculture faculties, but definitely in that business that's looking at impact and sustainability. I do want to say that we have had students previously coming through the Ministry of Agriculture, studying master and PhD, particularly in the agriculture and I would say food science faculty. And I just want to give a big shout out to one of our alumni, Danang Budi Santoso. He is currently working in Washington, D.C., USA. He's the agriculture attachment for under the Indonesia embassy. So he came to study our Master of Commerce in Management in Agribusiness in Economics, but it's originally he came from the Ministry of Agriculture. So that's one example. We do have other alumni who are working across different part of Indonesia, especially in the environment and sustainability area. We have Robbie Fadisla. He is currently the Deputy Director of Coastal and Ocean Governance of the Ministry of National Development Planning. So he came to New Zealand, he studied our Master of Environment Planning in and Policy. So that's pretty cool. We also have Indira Dewanto. He is currently doing he's working for Ministry of Tourism, doing some is a senior policy analyst. Yeah. So I don't know, when you talk about impact, collaboration, and all of that, it's a lot of things that we can talk about. And we also have Professor Ananda Hussain. He is actually the head of doctoral program for the Jakarta campus for University of Brawijaya. Yeah, so lots of cool stuff. Yeah. Anyway, back to you, Bindo. Do I have to answer other questions?
Okay.
If you want to, we finally have a TikTok channel. We are the last university to have a TikTok channel in New Zealand, because we were too busy apparently we were too busy watching the working on the agricultural field. But we do have we do have a TikTok channel. Yeah.
If you want to share the link, you may type it in the chat box and we can share it to the students so they can explore the Lincoln University through TikTok as well. Because I believe that students nowadays, especially the younger generations, tend to look informations from TikTok rather than the other resources. Thank you for the informations, but I have one more questions for you, Annie. So, you've been talking about agriculture and food science, and I think you're pretty obsessed with food yourself because you already expressed your interest as well. And University of Lincoln happened to excel in agriculture and food and science program as well. So, can you discuss some research area of focus that might be particular interest to Indonesian students, and how these programs can contribute to global food security challenges? Because that's been a talk in the global level as well, right?
Do I have to answer that now?
Yes.
Is that Lincoln University or University of Auckland?
University of Lincoln.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to share one more screen. I may not give you the exact answer, but I'm just going to show this. So at the undergraduate level, our students learn about the how-to. So when we are doing, whether you are in the business studies, whether you are agriculture, food science, whatever, we have compulsory field trips and field tours. And for us, our students is all about, when we do our research as well, we talk about, okay, this is the theory, but the reality is, how do you, would the farmers, would the business community take up the ideas that you present from your research? So whatever we do, we also need to think about the applied perspective of the reality of life, right? So what can be translated into Indonesia is, whatever research you do, whatever policy you put in, now, would the farmers, would the business community be able to take on the challenge? because when you implement change, you need to bring the people along. Yeah. So this is the kind of things that Lincoln University is very, very good at. So this theory, this kind of approach go from undergraduate all the way to PhD. One of the things that maybe our Indonesian students could be looking at is thinking about some of the things. You please feel free to look at our website, research.lincoln.ac.nz. But two research centers that might be useful. One is the Center of Excellence in Future Productive Landscapes. Is thinking about how do you incorporate all the elements of agricultural development through community to the welfare of, for example, in this case, is the welfare of animals, and then to look at how do you then work alongside with our, say, our indigenous community. So in the Canterbury is the Naitahu. So there are different kind of things that we are doing. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. So I will share the link in the things in the link so that you can look at it. So in this we look at the future agriculture agro ecosystems, the future foodscapes for health, but also think about how do you incorporate all of that. Other things like how do you incorporate food production, agriculture, brand, and also tourism as well? Because at the end of the day, if you think about Indonesia's part of it, for Indonesia, you have a fantastic potential for tourism. You have fantastic food culture, but how do you incorporate all of that into sustainable practice, agriculture practice? All of that. I think there's a lot of things that we can share in terms of managing the consumer expectations, but also how do you protect the local I suppose like economics benefits without compromising the environment impact. So that's probably what I'll zip it here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Annie. You have explained such an insights, especially for those who wants to take research in agriculture fields. All right, so that we won't be bored. I know that we've been talking quite seriously. We are deep dive into the academic sections, but I think this is the informations that you guys really want to know, right? Not just about the hidden gem, not just about the foodie paradise, or not just about the locations of each of the university. Importantly, I believe that you guys wanted to know more about the details of the courses and like what we've been talking and hearing from our amazing speakers as well. But can you please probably share your thought about our sessions, because there will be another interactive sessions like this in the upcoming weeks. So that's like a part 2 of the sessions. Can you please post it in Instagram and take our Instagram account at AECC Indonesia. And you may want to share like your thoughts on this panel discussion sessions, and what do you want to know more, and what do you expect from us, so that we can probably provide more information and assist you guys in terms of your study. Thank you. And now let's move to the other University of Auckland. Jennifer, are you with us?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Okay,
I'll just
thanks.
share my, thank you, sorry.
Nice. As you know,
share my screen.
yep. As you know, we've entered the deep dive session, so I want to know about like what I've been asking the other 3 universities. I want to know about your strongest academic programs, and if you probably wants to share about the experience of the alumni and their career experience. Floor is yours.
Sure. Thank you, Winda. As some of you may know, that University of Auckland, we have around 8 faculties, as well as 58 research centres and 2 major research institutes. We have the Faculty of Arts, Business School, which is the top 1% in the world. It's Triple Crown accredited, our business school. We have Education and Social Work, and we also have Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences. We have a law school. We have Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Science. As we offer a lot of different programs throughout these 8 different faculties, I would just like to share with you all the most popular programs amongst our Indonesian students. And the first is the Master of Energy. As I mentioned earlier, given our specialized research field in this particular area, our Master of Energy is very popular among our Indonesian students, especially LPDP and Menaki students. So Master of Energy sits within the Faculty of Engineering, and the second most popular program this year is the Master of Business Analytics. So our Master of Business Analytics allows students from who hold a different undergraduate degree in other fields. Those students can apply for the Master of Business Analytics. So that's what we call the professional master's program. And then the third is the Master of Management. That's also being offered by our business school. So these are the top 3 most popular programs among our Indonesian students. However, we also have other postgraduate study programs that are also really popular. Master of Public Policy, Master of Arts, Master of Commerce, Master of Engineering, which is research-based, and Master of Engineering Studies, which is a taught program. Master of Science and Master of Data Science. Among these, this year, we also start offering the Master of Artificial Intelligence, and that's also very, very popular among our international students as well. So these tend to be the most popular programs, particularly for Indonesian students. However, we also have other programs under other faculties as well that you can also explore depending on what your areas of interests are. So then the next slide, I'll show you the video that highlights our academic reputation and excellence, in particular in the fields of research. Thank you. Just share my next slides. Oops, sorry.
Is it working? Did it help?
Yep. Okay. There you go. So, yes. Sorry, I'm not sure why it's going back to the video again.
No worries, take your time.
Sorry. We're all having technical difficulties.
Okay, no
Jenny,
worries. No.
but that video was awesome. I was just
Thank
watching
you.
and I said, oh, I want to go to Auckland University.
Thank you for sharing of Auckland,
That's okay.
New Zealand.
Yeah, all right, I'll just share. Hold on. Okay, I'll just shoot this one. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. So, I wonder if I can in the presentation mode. Yes, okay, finally. Sorry about that. As you can see in the video, that highlights our academic reputation and excellence. I'd just also like to highlight that University of Auckland, we also have the highest ranking in terms of graduate employability. Our career development and employability services help students in terms of looking for work opportunity afterwards for those of students who do decide to stay in New Zealand to continue to work. However, I know that for LPDP students or Manaki students, you will need to return back to Indonesia after your study. But it's a service available at the university that we do offer for our students. With regards to our Indonesian alumni, earlier this month, actually, we had alumni gathering in Indonesia, where we had about 40 alumni attended our dinner, and a lot of these Indonesian students are now working at either the ministry, at the government level. There's a guy in the middle, so you can see in the front row with the beard right in the middle center, with a dark shirt. His name is Lucky. He studied with us in business, in the Master of Management degree, and completed his study in he started 2016 and finished in 2017. And he's now the head of business development in Sawaseli Group, which is, I believe, a yogurt company in Indonesia. So we had a really good chance to catch up with him when we were in Indonesia, amongst all the other our Indonesian alumni. A lot of these students have studied Master of Energy as well as like project management, engineering management, and other fields. So we do often have regular alumni gatherings in the region as well, trying to create that network of alumni so that it provides them with like professional networks, allowing them to open up other jobs opportunities for them in Indonesia. So yeah, so that's a little bit about our alumni.
All right, thank you so much for sharing the beautiful video about the courses that you were, and of course the strong ties of Indonesian alumni in the University of Auckland. I think rather than that, I'm also interested to ask you about the Faculty of Arts. I mean, you have shown such a beautiful video to us, and you know that arts and design is also one of our biggest interests regarding based on the previous polls that has been casted by our team. And I want to ask this. University of Auckland boasts a thriving arts scene. Can you discuss some exciting initiative or like programs available to students interested in creative fields? Because, If I'm not mistaken, creative and arts is on the fourth place based on the previous poll, and I think some of our students wanted to know more about the arts courses.
Yes, of course. Great. So at the University of Auckland, we also, under the Faculty of Creative Arts and Industry, we also have offer a variety of different programs at master's level. For example, Master of Architecture Professional for students who are wanting to practice as an architect. We also offer Master of Urban Design, Urban Planning, heritage conservation, dance, design, fine arts, and music. These are more the creative arts sort of fields. With regards to Master of Architecture, students can also combine them with architecture and urban design or architecture and urban planning. So those are programs that are very popular among our students. So it just gives students more opportunity in terms of job prospects as well in the industry. And on top of these creative arts and industry disciplines, we at the University of Auckland, we also have a space called Unleash Space, whereby students from any discipline in any faculty can access facilities, for example, like a 3D printer and other equipment where students, if they would like to design a product and produce a prototype, that's easily accessible by all our students. Unleash Space, they also organize frequently networking opportunities between industries and students. So that allows, and they do also fund like startups as well, so that it gives students the connection between, their design, their products, and wanting to launch it into the market. So it gives the opportunity for students to connect with the industries. So we do offer a variety of different, sort of in the creative fields, these different programs as well.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing the information with us, Jennifer. I hope the students that are looking for the arts courses can get more information through the sessions and the information that you have given to us. Now, without further ado, let's move to the next university. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, two universities remains. Now, please welcome Messi University. We will have Ia Riza with us. Ia Riza, are you with us, Ia?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just looking at whether I can share with sound.
All right. But I don't think we can.
Okay. Sam, thank you. Right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see a screen.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm from Massey University, Te Kuninga ki Purehurawa. My name is Ia. I don't have my camera on. Now it's on. So I'd like to just try and be short and sweet about the three areas that we've been asked to share about. We have been gifted a name that's Te Kuninga ki Purehurawa, which means from inception to infinity. And it just talks about your journey, how we support your journey as learners, as lifelong learners. So we are here to support you, to take you from inception to infinity, to reach for your dreams. Now, like all the other universities in this webinar today, we do offer a number of options for you. We've got 5 colleges. We've got Massey Business School, which is the largest business school in New Zealand. We have College of Sciences, which is quite comprehensive. So you've got natural sciences there. You've got construction, food technology, zoology, vet sciences, and the like. Then you've got humanities and social sciences. So you've got education, linguistics, environmental planning, sustainability, health. We've got applied social work and sports. For creative arts, we have fine arts, we've got design, we've got screen arts, and we also have commercial music. Right now, we just want to zoom in on some of the areas that are actually aligned with priority areas for LPDP and Indonesia, and actually Manaki Scholarship as well. These include agriculture, food security, disaster management, sustainable energy, energy security, infrastructure, health, education, cybersecurity, ICT, and tourism. All of these areas, we have something to offer to you. But let me just zoom in this key areas here up on the screen. On the left-hand side, you can see food technology. We have the only, our food technology is Washington Accord accredited. It is very popular. We also have we're the only university that offers that science. So if you want to be an animal doctor, please come and see us. We can help you on that pathway as well. So when you look at this, first in New Zealand, we are ranked #1 in New Zealand for veterinary sciences and ranked #21 under QS World Rankings. #1 in development studies as well for New Zealand and ranked #30 in QS World Rankings. For agriculture and forestry, we're #1 in New Zealand as well, and that's ranked 71 on the QS World Rankings. Our communication and media studies is also ranked #1 in New Zealand, and we're within the top 100 universities all over the world. Our accounting and finance and our built environment specializations are ranked #2 and are found between 150 and 200 in terms of QS World Rankings. The one thing that I would also like to highlight is that we are #1 in New Zealand in terms of art and design, and we're ranked within 101 to 150 under the QS World Rankings. So here you can see on the left-hand side, you've got an example of a winning design. So this bike kit set was designed by Sean Hoskingberg. He came top in the recent International Red Dot Design Concept Awards with the Best of the Best award for the BOU bike. Okay, it's a kit set ride-on for children aged 2 to 5 years old, and it comes with everything, including those instruments that you need to build that kit set, that bike. And you can start with trainer wheels and then take them off, and then they can use it as regular push bikes. Now, this kit set with adult supervision, any kid age 2 to 5 can actually build this bike and they can ride this bike, right? Another example here of how involved we are, how focused we are in terms of sustainability is on the right-hand side. You can see solar panels, and that is actually set up on pasture land. So in a huge step towards meeting our net carbon zero goal by 2030, we have partnered with Renewable Energy Fund Solar Bay to host a large on-site solar PV system on our Manawatu campus in Palmerston North. there's also, along with that, research being done on solar systems like this that coexist with pastoral systems or even horticultural crops. So we will see how this study goes and how this will contribute to being carbon zero by 2030. Now, in the middle there is just an example of how we use technology in our construction and built environment programs. So we use VR technology when we teach our students in construction and built environment. Now, why should you choose Massey University? Because we are top 157 worldwide in terms of graduate employment outcomes. Because we combine theory, practice, project-based learning, built-in work experience, industry know-how, because all your teachers actually have or continue to contribute to industry. And we've got relatively small class sizes. Okay, we are a research-intensive university. And how we kind of look at it is, you've got we're the best of both worlds. Okay, we are academically led research university, but we are also well connected with community and industry, so that students actually have that hands-on experience and exposure to industries, and they can easily transition from studying to working. Okay, so here's a little video for you guys, a highlight of what we can do in our food technology space.
So you want to learn something new and help solve some of the biggest challenges facing the world today? Feeding a growing population sustainably, safely and with quality products is a critical future challenge that will be impacted by climate change, global issues and economies. Studying food technology at Massey University, you'll learn how to design and develop new food products using cutting-edge technology, equipment and with world-class researchers as your teachers. Start your journey with Massey for a rewarding career in the food industry.
Right. So I will tell you more about some of the success stories. So here is also one of our students to tell you more about Massey University.
Kia ora, I am Selena, and I've got the Massey mic today. Let's go. I want to show you my favorite lecturer. A small group means you can always ask questions. Oh, there she is, Trish. She's amazing. Say hi to China. Hi, China. This is the library. When my English wasn't great, these guys helped check my essay. I've spent a lot of time here. Lots of laughs. Yummy food? New Zealand has it everywhere. You've got to try the egg spinny. At Massey, you can find your place and the confidence to shine. Mic drop.
So again, as you can see, I'm not kidding about the chicken wing. It's there. Right now, here is someone that I would like to highlight for you today. Widhi is actually a PhD, current PhD student at Massey University, but she completed her master's degree with us. Here, you can see her photo. She is the 6th young leader to be awarded the title of Future Thinker of the Year by the New Zealand Green Building Council. The New Zealand Green Building Council acknowledges a student or young professional who demonstrates environmental knowledge and leadership and recognizes their success and passion for greener, better buildings and communities. Prior to enrolling in her doctoral study, she completed a Bachelor of Science in Architecture from Institut Teknologi Bandung in Indonesia and a Master of Construction from Massey University. And the School of Built Environment doctoral student, that's Widhi, was recognized for her research that focuses on community resilience to natural hazards and sustainability, particularly in the Northland region. As part of this research, she has been working closely with at-risk communities to enhance flood resilience. And as you can see, it's a really close topic to her as well, because as an Indonesian, she has experienced firsthand disaster situations, emergency situations, and now she's actually applying herself into further research that actually contribute to a better society. Here's just a little bit from the submission she gave for that particular award.
So join me on this journey as we build not just a structure, but a strong, more resilient communities together.
Right. So that's just a simple thing from her. So that's an alumni in the spotlight, but I'd also like to share with you on the screen, you've got Eat Kinda. Okay. Eat Kinda started off as a project. And as you can see, that's ice cream. And it's ice cream that's vegan. And it's ice cream that's made out of cauliflower. So it's rescuing ugly, cosmetically damaged cauliflower. So those cauliflower that doesn't pass quality control, that can be bought in supermarkets, they rescue those and they create it to become vegan ice cream. Okay. So they've just produced 3 different flavors to it. You've got strawberry, chocolate, and mint chocolate. Right. And the story with Eat Kinda is that the student actually started off with this concept. So it started off in the laboratory, and now it's actually out in the market. You can buy it in the supermarket. There's a big pizza chain here in New Zealand called Hell's Pizza. They also sell this particular product. And I can tell you more about us being an innovation hub and how we can support that. Is that your question, Winda? I'll let you ask me.
Yes, that's my question. Actually, it's quite related to this because wow, this is very interesting, and I really wanted to try the strawberry swirl because it looks so delicious, so yummy. I want to try it. Is this like the kind of support that you give to the student? I mean, like your reputations for being a leader in innovations and entrepreneurships kind of shows through these slides. So probably you want to explain more or describe more about the unique program or initiative at your university that supports student innovation and helps them turn ideas into reality. Aside from this,
so there's a lot. So related to this, I can tell you we've got food pilot, okay, on campus. It helps to it's actually a research center wherein students can come in, and it turns your food and beverage ideas into products and solutions, right? And we also have Knowledge Exchange Hub, which uses data-driven research to identify and understand critical social and economic issues affecting New Zealanders. So that's another way of connecting what you're studying with the community, with relevant issues. We also have Massy Ventures, where we help student innovators and entrepreneurs to turn their big ideas into business or social enterprise. In fact, Renali Kamar, who is a co-founder of this particular ice cream, vegan ice cream, she got her initial funding from our Massy Enterprise, okay, Massy Student Enterprise. So they joined it, they pitched the idea, and they were given seed funding to produce it, right? And then they also got mentoring. They got mentorship from our business mentors so that they can actually launch it out in the market. There are other things that are available for students in terms of innovation and entrepreneurship, and getting that kind of support. We've got eCenter, which is a business incubator. We've got Open Lab, which is a design studio. We also have Nutrition Laboratory, which analyzes food, plant, and animal products. So we are also the owners of the New Zealand Food Awards. For those of you who don't know about it, the New Zealand Food Awards have enabled food and beverage producers to showcase their latest and greatest innovations, celebrating the people and the work behind a product or a business journey. We're actually in the process of shortlisting our awardees for this year. And so that we'll have a big celebration, the actual awarding ceremony later this year. So students have got access to a lot of expertise, a lot of funding as well, mentorship, anything that you need. You just need to maybe cast your eye, have a look at our website, and then you can see where you can get some help. All right.
Yep. Thank you so much. That's very interesting. And if you guys want to learn about entrepreneurship, you may want to consider this, because these slides alone already make me like, oh my God, I really wanted to try that. And I hope you guys can become the next students that could turn your ideas into reality. Thank you so much, Ian.
I've just left this screen on your screen. And yes, we've got TikTok. It's added onto that screen. So if you want to connect, see what we're up to. We've just finished graduation for this first half of the year. So there's a lot of content that's coming through our TikTok, our Facebook, our Instagram pages. So please connect with us. We're more than welcome to answer your questions and help you through your student journey.
Thank you so much, Ia. Come on, guys, screenshot the page. Thank you. Okay, now we will have the last university. Thank you so much for waiting. Hop, the time is yours.
Yeah, thank you for putting me last. People often say that leave the best, save the best for last. So
I know.
hopefully here we are. Well, let me share my screen, even though that I'm not really but anyway, prepare. So yeah, talking about AUT, we have quite a wide variety of different programs to offer. As you can see on the screen, it's just some of the study options that you can do at AUT. And I think for us as a university, we are in Auckland, we are very similar to University of Auckland in terms of the number of international students and also the number of students from Indonesia going to different courses. So we have the highest Indonesian students interested in the engineering department, where students often, looking for the programs like the civil engineering, a Bachelor of Engineering with honors, and also, the computer science program. The second highest interest from Indonesia is the business school. I think most of them are interested in the professional masters. I'll come to it later on. And then it will be the health science program, and then the tourism and hospitality management. So I'll probably start with the business program, where a lot of our students actually interested in our professional masters program, which is right in the middle column here. So our professional master program doesn't actually require our students to have a relevant academic background in the business field. So you can have if you have a degree, a bachelor degree in a different field, and then you've been working in these kind of professional master field, that you can actually apply for our master degree. And why it's called professional master, because it's all coursework, and it prepares you to gain some the professional certificate after you graduate the master program at AUT. So for example, the Master of Applied Finance, it's accredited by CFA, the Master of Professional Accounting accredited by the ACCA, CPA Australia, CA-ANZ. And I think there was a question of a student about the supply chain management. I think we are very good at providing that courses. A lot of interest from international student for supply chain management at AUT. I think AUT is one of the only few university in New Zealand that the Master of Supply Chain Management actually accredited by the CIPS, which is the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply. Very kind of probably world leading accreditations organizations for supply chain management. And then we also have, the business analytics sits in the Master of Business Management, or you can do the Master of Analytics, which sits in our School of Computer Science. So there's two analytics program you can do. A Master of Analytics is more of a computer science, more technology approach to the data science, and then the Master of Business Management has got more into the business analytics. And health science, we are providing a wide ranges of program, both clinical and non-clinical. And we are equally one of the biggest health science education providers in New Zealand. And with physiotherapy, nursing is very popular for the region. Our Bachelor of Health Science requires students to complete 1,000 to 1,200 hours of clinical, preclinical experiences, where at AUT we have our own clinics that open services to the public, and our student will complete these practical hours in our clinics, just probably 10 minutes walk away from this campus. And all of our degrees is accredited by the council, the boards in New Zealand. The nursing programs is actually accredited by the New Zealand Nursing Council. So to get in, you need to meet their requirement as well. And with our entry requirement and their entry requirement, and then once you complete the degree, and subject to passing the registration exam, you can becoming a nurse and practicing as a nurse in New Zealand. Also, there's boards of physiotherapy and other boards member as well, also accredited by our program. And hospitality and tourism management. I'll say that we are number one in New Zealand, top 100 to 120 in the world for the leisure management courses. Our tourism programs is accredited by the UNWTO, which is the United Nations of Tourism Organization. And then we have great facilities in terms of, we have two first-class training restaurant. I think one is a cafe and bakery. One is a fine dining restaurant. They both open services to the public. We have two, culinary art demonstration theater, and 7 industry professional kitchens, as well as I think we have a simulated hotels room. And come to the engineering, and our programs, our Bachelor of Engineering with honors, the 4 years degree is accredited by the engineering boards of New Zealand, as also to meet the Washington Accords. And basically it means that you can register as an engineer with the boards in New Zealand, also other members of the Washington Accord who signed the Washington Accord, which including, the Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, even China, Russia, Germany is also on the list. It's just to showcase how popular our program is and how the quality of our program. And with the Bachelor of Engineering with honors, our student also require 800 hours of work experiences during the 4 year. I'll show you. I want to show you a video that we have on our engineering, the School of Engineering, the new building that we just built. Actually, quite 4 or 5 years ago. But it's just to showcase, the building itself. It's actually a learning, educational tools that our students get access, to see all of the exposed ceiling, the inner wall, and accessing, you know, the data of how the building's running. I'll share the videos. Okay, share, send.
AUT's new engineering, computer and mathematical sciences building has been designed and constructed to reflect the evolution of teaching and learning in tertiary education. Learning is no longer restricted to classrooms. It is just as likely to happen in a virtual space as a physical one. Students want more collaborative experiences, and this state-of-the-art building offers flexibility, adaptability and minimises sole use spaces. The building is itself an educational tool. Lessons are brought to life by showcasing how theory from the classroom has been included in the building design. Surfaces and ceilings have been left exposed, and plant rooms have glazed walls so students can see the inner workings of the building. The building management system has been made available for students and staff to test and collect data from. Structure testing labs and a seismic shake table have been installed and will help with AUT's world-class research in these areas. The co-location of engineering, computer and mathematical sciences allows the school to foster unique synergies and encourage innovative ideas and research. The building brings together these disciplines in top-tier programs, a first for a New Zealand university.
Okay, so there's, to be honest, a lot to talk about, you know, AUT and each of different programs. As I mentioned, I think you should speak to all of us, finding the right, you know, degrees for you. It'll be kind of a missed opportunity if you don't come and talk to us in person. We only have very short amount of time, you know, in this session to talk about our university. And if you want to connect with an AUT student, there's a kind of a chat box that you can actually find on our website. When you go and talk to AUT student, you can actually select the country or territories where the student come from, and select the courses. We're trying to find an appropriate student for you. But for Indonesian right now, we have Felicia. She's from Bali, right now doing the final year of the Bachelor of Health Science in Nursing. And if you want to talk to her about, you know, the experiences of studying at AUT, also the living style in New Zealand, she's happy to connect and talk to you. And here are just a few of the photos that she's updated when she's with us on the same on our websites as well. She constantly update her foods and yeah, and the activities that she explore. So yeah, that's it for me. Please, you know, come speak to AECC, come speak to us. If you have inquiries about studying in New Zealand, I'm sure that, you know, we'll be happy to help, and AECC will be available to help you at the nearest office to your house. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hope. Okay, I think all of universities has finally introduced themselves in terms of academic. But I hope in the beginning of our sessions, in the opening sessions, you say to yourself that AUT is a modern universities compared to the other universities, and that's why I think it has like this image of having its focus in practical, because you guys are modern universities, right? So I want to know, because you guys are known for your focus on practical applied learning, can you provide some examples of programs or projects that allow students to gain real-world experience and develop job-ready skills while they study?
Well, so basically 92% of our undergraduate degree requires students to do an internships or work placements, usually for 3 to 6 months. It depends on each of the programs. So for engineering program, it'll be 30 credits, which usually, and then for Bachelor of Business degree, it will be like 60 credits, towards their final degree. The AUT Employability Lab or the faculty will help the students to find the work placement. After completing that work placement, they will have to do either a report or do a project or a presentation. It's very depending on which degree did they do. I'll share my screen now. So here is just some of the few company that we have placed our student in. Usually it will be at the final year. So you can see all the banks, the financial institutions here, retails, and then next will be, logistics firms, constructions, electronics and appliances, healthcare. So many different ranges of programs. So it depends on which program do you do that we offer our student the internships on that particular program. And during our during the students studying journey with us, the way that we assess the students, not fully by essays and research, but also by industry projects. So we bring in our industry partners and speak to the student about their company, the industry environment, and if they have a new product, the student probably have to say, if they do business, they have to develop like a business plan for that new product. So it's very kind of learning with and applying theory into practice straight away after they they learn it from the classroom.
All right. Thank you so much. So actually, students will have so many opportunities to explore their chance to work while study, because the courses and the program itself allows them to. And so yeah, after graduations, it allows them to be a job-ready talent, right? All right. But please remember, if you guys are sorry, I forgot to thank you. Thank you so much, Hope, for all the information and for answering the questions and sharing such fruitful insights to all of us. Now, guys, as Hope has mentioned before, it's actually possible for the students to work while you guys are in New Zealand, while you guys are doing your study. And in connection with the statement, LPDP actually also allows the awardees to continue applying for post-study work visa so that you guys can work after graduations. As long as you guys get the work offer related to your chosen courses. So it's very important to choose the right university and to choose the right courses so that you can get the work offer and the opportunity to stay longer in New Zealand, even if you are a scholarship awardee, especially LPDP. So please, if you think that we haven't provided the information that you guys are looking for, just kindly reach us through the social media, or you can also explain about your situation and send it to our email, info.jakarta@aeccglobal.com, along with your documents such as CV, academic certificate, and academic transcript. And please explain your situation so we can assist you better, especially for your LPDP LOA, if you guys wanted to apply for the second batch. All right. Now that all the universities have explained about the selling point and about every special thing that they want to offer to us as Indonesian students that going to study in New Zealand, I think we can move to the next stage, next session. In this sessions, we will actually have like panel discussion, and we will discuss about like community champions and also the collaborations that is already exist in each of the universities, and we will also discuss about the potential strategies how to make education New Zealand and student in Indonesia to have a strong collaborations, because I think most of you guys wanted to study abroad, but New Zealand is not on your top priority list in terms of options. That's why we will use this opportunity to discuss about that, and you can know more about why you have to study in New Zealand or why you have to study in certain universities. Because we already began with University of Waikato in the previous session, so I want to start these sessions with AUT, Hope. I will give you guys 1 minute each. First thing first, can you guys please share a fun fact or tradition from your Indonesian student community? You only have 1 minute to answer about this. And if possible, Hope, can you answer first? Are you with us?
Yes, to be honest, I wasn't prepared to answer these questions. I'm relatively new to the role. I've been with AUT just for a year, and I cover the whole of Southeast Asia. So I'll pass it on to my colleague, probably from University of Auckland. And I would say that it's not just about us as a university, but as a city. We have a strong community of Indonesian, not just a student, but also for ones who already graduated, find a job, maybe migrated to New Zealand already. So there's a strong community there for the students to connect and you know, when they have problems or troubles, that want to speak in Bahasa to one of their, you know, the people from their own country. That might be a place that they wanted to go to find that kind of home feeling things. But other than that, I'll leave it to Jennifer if you have the answer to the questions. Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you.
Hope. Thank you, Hope. I'd just like to mention that at the University of Auckland, like Hope mentioned before, the Indonesian students are very well connected, especially those in Auckland, because we're right next to each other. At the University of Auckland, we do have the Auckland Indonesian Students Association, and I'll just share screen here. That's their Instagram page, and as you can see, they run a series of different activities throughout the year. So it's more of an informal, more of an engagement, more of a community sort of group association that allows students to connect with each other. So yeah.
All right, thank you. And now can we have Mass University? Yeah, your thoughts on this?
Look, I'm fairly new in this space, but I know that we're expecting a group of Indonesian students. They are EISMA scholars that are coming to us this July, and they will be joining us this July. They've actually started their own Instagram page. So if you want to connect with them to see what they've been up to, they will be definitely documenting their travel to New Zealand, their studies in New Zealand for 1 semester. That will be fairly interesting because they're just, they're just coming this July, and that's very relevant and it's up to date. So their Instagram page is at eisma.masi. So if you want to connect to them, that's the best way. And we do have Indonesian staff. Our head, we've got staff, Indonesian staff, Indonesian academics as well. So you have all that access to support around you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ia. Now, Annie, what's your thought on this?
I don't know. The Canterbury region has always have a strong Indonesian student community. So we have so the University of Canterbury and Lincoln University students, they kind of group together, and there's an Indonesian student society. And so previously I have had my students from Lincoln being the president or whatever. And so what I would say is for us, you as a student can take as much as you want from your student experience here. Yeah. So if there was no club, then you start your own club. And if you want to, so if you feel that something needs to change, then you make it happen. What I would say is this one thing. I'm just going to change the topic totally. If you love dogs, I've got 2 dogs at home. So one of them is increasingly agitated. This is Jack. Yeah, so he's hello. Jack, say hello. And Jack is just saying hello to everybody and say for my students, for students who are coming to Lincoln, if you feel like you need a friend, I've got Hugo and Jack to be your friend. Right.
All right. Thank you so much, Annie. And Sarah, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Echoing what everybody else has said, really. I think one of us is we do have some great community champions. So you've got ISMA, so you can follow all of the New Zealand universities who are part of the ISMA journey for this year. But there's also the PPI Zealandia, I can never pronounce that properly, and the New Zealand universities are featured on that. We also have a great little Indonesian community down in Dunedin, and it's not just students, it's the wider community too. One of the favourite things is our International Food Festival, when they make the most delicious Indonesian food for everybody. It's a big fundraiser for the clubs. They work alongside all the other cultural clubs as well. So it's about staying connected to your community, but also experiencing all the other communities that we have around us at Otago and in New Zealand.
Thank you, Sarah. And last but not least, Laura, you may want to add your thoughts on this.
Yes, I do. And I've got a video and I'm going to make it work, okay? So at Waikato, every year we have a massive Indonesian Independence Day celebration. And this is our students on campus, but all of the Indonesians in the whole of the Waikato. And it's absolutely amazing. I get to come along and eat a lot of food, and it's just like being back or being in Indonesia. So we really are we have a small but mighty, and our motto in the Waikato, the mighty Waikato. When you're driving from Auckland down the motorway, you'll see a sign that welcomes you to the mighty Waikato. So when coming to Waikato, we'll say you are you're going to be a part of a mighty group. So let me share it. I'll try. I must try. But it's a short snippet from one of our Indonesian students. Some imagery of our celebration on campus. Everyone plays games, we sing the national anthem, we dance. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, it looks so fun.
And you can see a little bit about what our campus is like. We're very community orientated, and we have a mighty Indonesian community. So.
I just want to
That's...
say that I think Indonesian communities are well loved amongst the New Zealand community, and fantastic food, fantastic sense of humor, just community. Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, I know. I think based on your sharing and your thoughts on this, all of the universities in New Zealand really welcome the Indonesian students and the Indonesian community. And also, I think some of the students will still feel homesick, because it's still far away from home. But by having like a very welcoming community, it's very important for you guys. And it's they already shared their thoughts, and they also share the video, and previously they also share about the PPI community. And I think you will find your family in New Zealand, because each universities have such a big Indonesian community. It's not as big as like back here in Indonesia, but still you will have someone to welcome you home during your study in New Zealand. And I think that's very important for that. Okay, next, I want to know about existing partnership or future collaboration opportunity in your university that you has with Indonesian institutions or business. Probably we can start with Laura. Yes, you look very excited.
Yes, yes, because I just feel a lot more prepared, and I hope
Okay.
that I can share something exciting here in this space. So what I should have also highlighted in my earlier talk was that across my screen here you see ko te tangata. This is Māori. This means for the people. So relating really to what you've just been discussing, at Waikato, our motto is about the people. So community, wherever you are from around the world, it's really important for us. We do, however, have a number of Indonesian staff. And what I would like to say in terms of our current collaborations with Indonesia is we have an economist, Dr. Susan Olivia, who is home in Jakarta, and she is doing the most fantastic research. So she teaches on our master's programs in economics, but she's also a very prolific researcher. So she's currently at home in Jakarta. Well, she's not from Jakarta, but is in Jakarta, and is doing research in terms of water sanitization. Now, she's an economist. What does that have to do with water sanitization? But it is about improving life and quality of water and Indonesians' life, and how living in large cities compares to New Zealand, which is quite different. So I would say we have a really mighty cohort of Indonesian academics who are teaching here in New Zealand, but collaborating at home with institutions as well. So,
Okay, that's very nice. Now, I think I want to hear from Sarah. Sarah, are you here with us?
I am. Sorry about that. Okay, so couple of things. This week, our director signed to the consortium of Asia Education or CAPU, the Consortium of Asia Pacific Education Universities, of which there are a large number of Indonesian institutes in that. So that was really exciting. We're the first New Zealand university to join that. We are also, like Waikato, we've got a good number of Indonesian academics. One off the top of my head is Indrawati, who does a lot of work with UGM and food science. And we also, for a long time, have been partnering with the University of Unpad, gotta get this right, Unpad in Bandung at the Otago Global Health Institute. We're looking at TB and also dietary and activity changes due to COVID-19 pandemic. So it crosses all spectrums, education, science, health science.
All right, that's very nice. And you pronounce it right. Pajajaran, it's Pajajaran. I just to show that you are very correct in pronouncing that the name of the university. Thank you, Sarah. And now Annie.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. And now Annie, can we have your thoughts on this?
I have a barking dog in the background, so please excuse me. So obviously I've got a fur baby who is really for attention. Lorna, don't look at me like this. Don't judge. We for us, we have had a long relationship with in Indonesia, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Dr. Ani Atikasari, who is actually currently our a senior lecturer from our Department of Global Value Chains and Trades. So she's doing quite a lot of joint research around Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam, along particularly in forest resource management and international rural development, as well as community empowerment. So and we are passionate about Indonesia, and we hope that we can establish more collaboration. Back to you, Vinda.
Okay, thank you. Now, can we have Jennifer with us? Your thoughts on this, please?
Sure. So at the moment, for the University of Auckland, I'll just share screen again. So in 2022, the University of Auckland, the Vice Chancellor has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources in Indonesia. And earlier this month, I was in Indonesia with Dr. John O'Sullivan, who is the co-director of Geothermal Institute, where we delivered masterclass to the staff of the ministry. So we had about 180 people attended, about 60 people attended in person, 120 people attended online. This is more about knowledge transfer and also to encourage Ministry of Energy Mineral Resources staff to study with us in the geothermal energy field. On top of that, so this is the class that we delivered while Dr. Sullivan was there, and also last year, the University of Auckland has also signed a memorandum of understanding with PLN, which is the Indonesian state-owned electricity company. And we are currently also exploring a study abroad program with IT PLN, whereby the undergraduate engineering students can spend 2 semesters at the University of Auckland as study abroad students. So these are the more current initiatives that we have going on at the moment, as well as this one as well. So these are the companies that under the Geothermal Institute that the university has like contracts and services that we do provide for these institutions, for these organizations, sorry, in terms of providing our research services for them. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Can we have Ia now?
So we've just recently concluded a 5-year collaboration with the University of Mataram. They were our in-country partner for innovative farm systems and capability for agribusiness, which was, as I said, a 5-year program, agricultural program. And in fact, the current rector, Dr. Bambang Kusumo, he is also an alumni of Massey University. So this is just one example of the type of collaboration we have. We also, like with the other universities, we've also been part of Education New Zealand's Kiwi Challenge. And for us, that our topic was sustainable business and entrepreneurship to support sustainable tourism. And this was just right after COVID, with your president then saying that there was a need to boost tourism in Indonesia to support local small and medium businesses as well to recover from all the closure around the world. There is current collaboration as well around disaster and emergency management through our joint Center for Disaster Research on initiatives like disaster response and recovery management and leadership, multi-hazard warning systems, disaster risk and science communications, just a few topics. So some of the things that we're actually collaborating with our counterparts in Indonesia.
All right. Thank you so much, Ia. And last but not least, please welcome Hope. Your thoughts on this, please.
Yeah, so I think regarding partnerships in Indonesia, right now AUT have kind of a partnership with the BINUS University in Jakarta, where BINUS student can transfer 240 points from their information system or computer science degree to our Bachelor of Computer and Information Science at AUT, and they can gain a double degree after completing. We also have, with just like EA, AUT has joined with co-host the event of Kiwi Challenge, a business challenge with Education New Zealand last year in 2023. I think it went really, really successful with over 60 groups of students from many different schools across Indonesia joining that business challenge regarding, relating to using AI technology to build a smart city. And a lot of the program actually related to how they reflecting the Indonesian government is going to move the capital from Jakarta to the Kalimantan region. So it really reflects what the country is facing, and some of the very, very good idea from the group of high school students. Upcoming, I think in late July, early August, we're going to have a visit from our PVC, the Pro Vice Chancellor of International, Professor Guy Littlefair. He's going to be in Indonesia for a week, exploring different partnerships opportunities. So he's going to be in Bandung, in South Sumatra, and in Sulawesi, and also in Jakarta, to exploring partnerships with different universities in the region. So it's not limited to big cities like Jakarta or Surabaya, but go into a little smaller city. And I think with the support of one of our professor at the School of Engineering program, and he's an Indonesian. I mean, he was an Indonesian citizen. So he's going to support our PVC to exploring different partnership opportunities and trying to bring, New Zealand educations to the, to reach to the Indonesian students a bit closer. But yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Hope. Okay, guys, actually, why am I asking this kind of questions? Because I want to show you guys that by studying in New Zealand universities, you guys can have those kind of opportunities, because all of the universities have certain collaborations with Indonesian institutions or ministries. So it shows that the universities are taking initiative and doing a positive collaborations that is making impact for us Indonesians. And if you guys are studying in these universities, you may be a part of that excellent collaborations, and of course it will be impactful for your future career as well. I hope it became another point plus again for you on why you have to study in New Zealand in any of these universities, that these amazing leading universities that are with us today. Okay, I think we have been talking for so long. We have got so many informations. Now I will be opening the Q&A sessions, especially for the LPDP scholarship. But please allow me to inform you guys several informations about the LPDP scholarship that will be open for the second batch this June 2024 in June 19th. So if you guys wanted to get an LOA for your applications, if you need assistance to apply for to any of the universities that are being with us today, please kindly send your document. We need your CV. We will also need your passport, academic transcript, and academic certificate. I will repeat in bahasa. Kalau misalnya teman-teman semua di sini mau nyoba apply untuk LPDP dan butuh bantuan kita untuk mendapatkan LOA dari kampus-kampus yang hadir di sini, bisa tolong kumpulkan, kirimkan CV, ijazah, transkrip, dan paspornya ke email kita info.jakarta@aeccglobal.com. Please also explain tentang background kalian dan course interestnya, supaya kita bisa lebih cepat untuk tahu nih background teman-teman itu seperti apa dan kebutuhannya seperti apa. We may also discuss in person, dan nanti kita tailor based on your needs, karena pasti each one of you have different interest, and kalian juga memiliki background yang berbeda-beda. Makanya jadi kalau bisa nanti sekalian mengirimkan dokumen-dokumen tersebut, dijelasin deh background kalian itu seperti apa sih, dan kebutuhannya seperti apa. We will connect you with our counselors to help you guys to apply to the universities. And yes, the LOA can be used for the LPDP. And since 2023, the LPDP awardees are allowed to work after graduation. So you guys have like the opportunity to apply for the graduate visa, and it is valid for only for 2 years for the LPDP awardees. But please remember, you guys can only get the permissions to apply to work in New Zealand after graduations only if you get a job offer that is in line with the course you are taking. Jadi harus inline antara jurusan yang diambil dan pekerjaan yang nanti akan dilamar atau offer yang didapatkan kayak gitu. Jadi ini menurut saya sangat-sangat menarik banget ya karena sekarang LPDP allow you guys to explore the opportunity. Jadi nggak hanya sekedar study in New Zealand, but you guys can also work professionally in New Zealand and build your career. And I think it's very important for you guys to enter the real world before returning to Indonesia and making such a positive impact or contribution to our countries. Jadi kayak gitu. Do you guys probably have any questions regarding LPDP or probably any other thing? In terms of courses, unfortunately, we cannot answer right away through this session. That's why I'm encouraging all of you to explain your background and your concern through the email so that we could contact you right away and we could probably do like Zoom sessions or like phone calls or like a WhatsApp discussion, and we will assist you guys regarding the courses. I know the time is very limited here, that's why I'm encouraging you, and I hope we can get more inquiries and can assist you with that. And of course, we can also assist you with the visa applications, the health insurance and everything. So you guys don't have to worry. And we charge 0 rupiah, alias free. Jadi all of our services are free. We can assist you with the visa application, the LOA applications to the school, to the universities, and also in terms of buying health insurance, study plan, etc. And if you probably want to discuss more with any of the universities that are present today, maybe we could arrange like another separate Zoom sessions with the representatives that are being here. But of course, we have to match the schedule first. But yeah, we can try to assist you with that, so you guys can get more understandings and all the questions that hasn't been answered through today's sessions can be answered through that session. I think that's all that I want to know. Thank you so much, guys, for all the time that you have given to us. I know it's been such a long session, and I know that some of the universities also have to wait for more time rather than the other universities. This is our first time holding this session, so I hope we can improve on our next sessions. Guys, please don't forget that this amazing universities will also be here again with AECC in June 2024, in 8 June, if I'm not mistaken. Please check our Instagram account for more information. But yeah, we will announce the time and the dates as well. So if you guys want to know more about these universities, please join our second part. And of course, we will also have Education New Zealand again with us to assist with giving us more informations and opening our eyes about the beautiful New Zealand and about the opportunities that New Zealand has for all of us. I think that's all from me. Again, I'm so sorry because I can't answer all of the questions, but I think again, these amazing speakers has assisted me in answering all the questions through text, through chat box. Thank you so much for helping me answering all the questions. But again, yeah, I have encouraged all the students to send their documents and explain about their background. If any of them need specific assistance or specific informations or specific another separate sessions with any of you, I will definitely let you guys know, and I hope we will meet again in 2 weeks. Thank you so much, Naluri. Thank you so much, Jennifer, Ia, Annie, Sarah, Laura, and also Hope. It's very insightful. And again, thank you so much. I can thank you guys enough. And I hope this is can give the informations that we want to give to our students. And hopefully we can get so many students and make our Indonesians community bigger in New Zealand by 2025. Thank you once again, everyone. See you
Thank
in
you,
2 weeks.
Winda. Thank you, Donnie.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Linda. Thank you.
Good
Thank you from me
night.
and
Thank
Jack.
you.
Good night.
Happy weekend.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Where are you
Bye.
going, Naluri?
Nau mai ki Aotearoa ki te whenua a Tāhua.
Welcome to the country that cares, where our ancestors navigated the ocean to seek new lands. It's a land where our history unites us. Welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand, the country forged by ingenuity.
Wow.
Welcome to a land that cares for us, because we care for her. Welcome to a country that continues to innovate with care. Where ancient wisdom has taught us, what is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. Welcome to the country where the landscape connects with you. Where we stand on ancient glaciers and golden beaches. Welcome to a country whose cities are alive. Welcome to a country where learning is embraced. And our manuhiri, our visitors, are welcomed. Partnerships are trusted.
And memories are never forgotten. Nau mai ki Aotearoa, New Tireni.
Welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Together, we can do amazing things.